Okay, I dropped a video earlier saying that I was going to make 3 videos today. It seems like, at least for right now, the people that are subscribed, the people that I've talked to in the comments, are on one of two sides. They're either paying attention for the Hustlers University stuff, or they're paying attention because they want to see the weight loss and the you know me getting in shape. And so I figured that I would split it into two videos, plus I'm going to make a video with a little more background to show kind of who I am and why I'm doing this and everything else. But here's the skinny on how my weight loss is going, or my getting in shape is going. Um, when I started this about a month ago, I was 195 pounds, stripped down into just my skivvies, and I bounced from 188 or so to 195, weighing myself every morning and every night. In that, you know, doing basically for the last month, doing basic calisthenics, um, push-ups, sit-ups, planks, squats. I did buy a cheap set of dumbbells from the Goodwill. Um, I've been doing curls and rows with them and a bunch of other things. Basically anything I can find information on YouTube or Google about ways I can work out with just dumbbells. I weighed myself this morning at 191, so I'm not really, like I say, I'm not really trying to lose weight as much as I am trying to get into better shape. I've had not only my normal girlfriend, the one that's around all the time, has noticed that my arms and chest have gotten a little bigger and are more noticeable, a little more defined. But then she's also, I've had her and a couple of other women that I deal with on a daily basis have asked me if I was dieting and if I was, what I was doing, because I looked better. And so I'm losing a little weight around the midsection, which is what I was going for. I actually took some before some before pictures to put up on here, but I haven't figured out how to be able to just share the pictures yet without having to do a whole video on it. I joined it's an MMA fight gym. They do jiu-jitsu and trying to think. They do jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, Krav Maga, and boxing, and I can't remember what else. But I'm taking their striking course and doing a lot of running and throwing punches and everything else. Jordan Peterson says you need to make yourself a monster, and so one of the better ways I can see to do that is to go learn how to defend yourself and take care of yourself. Not to mention, you won't find anything that'll kill you workout wise than just going and getting involved in something like that. The other thing I've started doing, and I've just started this recently, picked everything up on Saturday, and so I've started taking creatine and protein supplements. I found, so I've got good and bad. I have found a creatine supplement, and I'll just the 6-star creatine X3. I did some looking into the ingredients on the back, and out of all the ones I've found, it is one of the better ones. I'm sure there's somebody out there that has way better, but this is literally, you can go to Walmart, pick it up off the shelf, take it home, and you've got decent creatine. It's like $20 for that can, and I will keep everybody updated on how it goes, on whether it's worth a shit, if it works or not, if it seems like it's doing its thing. I don't know exactly what I would panel or how I would go about being able to test to see what my levels were of things beforehand and what they are afterwards. But I'm gonna go by my general experience on things and just kind of knowing if I'm feeling better, if I notice any gains anywhere as far as in my working out or anything like that. Other than that, I don't really have anything bad to say about that creatine supplement. It tastes really good and is easy to get down and eat and seems to work great. I've tried a couple of different whey proteins so far, mostly because I'm trying to find one that doesn't have soy in it. Soy is an estrogen mimicker from what I know, and the last thing you want to do as a man who's trying to get into decent shape is to be adding things into your body that will do the same things to you as estrogen will. So here's the Body Fortress whey protein that I tried. While it tastes good and it says it's got a really high amount of protein in it, 50 grams? 50 grams per scoop. The problem with it is it does have soy in it. And so after figuring out, because I didn't even realize it was putting soy in whey protein until I read it on the back of there. After figuring that out, we started doing some looking around and was able to find this at Target. Right here, just Garden of Life protein plus greens, and this stuff here does not have near the protein content. It says 20 grams per scoop. The biggest problem with 20 grams with it isn't that's very low compared to the other, but it also, the biggest problem with it is it tastes just horrible. But I can tolerate the taste if I can, if it doesn't end up being, if it ends up being good for me in the long run. As of right now, I've been actually mixing the two, one scoop and one scoop, and it puts me at about 70 grams. Try to get out of the way here. There. Puts me at about 70 grams per, puts me at about 70 grams with an 8-ounce glass of, or a 16-ounce glass of water. When you mix it, or I've been mixing it with milk, just makes it taste a little better. I will keep looking. I'm trying to find something that's more in the higher protein content but doesn't have any soy in it and doesn't taste like, like I'm chewing on grass. As soon as I find something like that, I will share it on here. I will try to find some sort of links to these particular products. I don't have an affiliate link for any of them. I'm not making a dime off of any of it, but if I find that it helps me, it's really easy for me to share it with everybody on here, and they can, decide to use it or don't decide to use it, or maybe they have something better and they can, throw it out there. More or less, it's something to help out those who maybe are just now getting started into all of this. And if it works out to where any of it's any good, then maybe I'll get to some affiliate links and get them dropped down in the bottom there. I've also been looking at other products to try to bring testosterone levels up, because I'm 37 years old and testosterone levels start dropping. And one thing I did find was that vitamin D3 was really good for it, and I actually found a real cheap vitamin D3 supplement just at Winn-Dixie here locally that I've started taking as of today. There's also, and I believe his name was Mark Huberman, but I'm not 100% sure. I found a video of his on YouTube where they were talking about natural ways to increase testosterone production, and he brought up two supplements there, Tongkat Ali or something along that line. I probably just butchered how you're supposed to say it, but then there's also another one. He recommended those two brands. I ordered them off of Amazon. They'll be here Tuesday and Wednesday, and as soon as they get here, I'll start taking those, and we'll kind of see how things go. I feel like I'm probably putting a lot of supplements and stuff into my system, but at this point these days and at my age, it seems like it probably isn't a horrible idea. I'm guessing I'm not going to get into anything too crazy as long as I'm not going into anabolic steroids or anything like that. Like, I'm trying to increase my natural testosterone levels, because that will help with building muscle mass. It'll help with burning fat. It'll help with basically everything, sex drive, all of that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take those. Like I say again, I know what it would take to go through and actually test my testosterone levels before and after I take it, and you're talking about $150 to have the test done for the first time, and probably another $150 to have it done a second time. And at this moment, I don't really want to drop the money on it, so I'm going to do more of just monitoring how I feel. As far as energy levels, as far as libido goes, as far as any kind of gains I see as with lifting or at the fight gym or any of that stuff, and I'll kind of keep track of that stuff and see how things go. I've got a month and a week and getting started in all of it, and I lift a little bit there. I should be able to keep track of things and see how things progress. Again, like I say, I'm not taking anything that's going to unnaturally increase my testosterone level. I'm just basically trying to get my body to kick itself into gear and start producing more, so that at my age, being a little young or being a little older and starting to get that decline in testosterone that men get after 35, I'm hoping to at least bump it back up to a high range of normal. I'm way too young to be looking at TRT right now, and there's way too many other things that I can do before I get into TRT that would possibly eliminate the need to do it right. Need to do TRT this early in life. The thing that I've noticed with a lot of people is that, and I don't know enough about TRT to know exactly what's going on there. I've been told by a lot of people that once you start, you can't stop. You have to pretty well do it forever after that. And at 37 years old or 35 years old or even 40 years old, I believe that everything you can do to not have to be reliant on an injection of testosterone or whatever the case may be at the younger ages is better. So I'm going to try these, and if I notice any kind of a boost or an effect or any kind of a benefit from doing it, I will get myself an affiliate link or something and make sure that it's at least in the comments. That way, if you want to try them, you want to use the same thing, you're more than welcome to use the same thing. It's all 100% an experiment, and I'm just a guinea pig at this moment when it comes to this stuff. I've been in okay shape before, back in junior high and high school when I played sports with everybody else. I haven't done any of that stuff really since college. I played local competitive league softball, and that was about it. And we lost every game because everybody was drunk. So it wasn't necessarily that competitive. Either way, I'm getting into some things more now where I'm going to have to push myself more to be back in the kind of shape that I was in high school, and so I'm going to keep working at it, and if supplements is what it takes, then supplements is what I'll use. Again, like I say, I bought all of this stuff with my own money. If you look, the lid on the whey protein is open. I bought it. I'm using it currently. This one's the same way. Same way with the creatine powder. If I change anything or notice any side effects, or any problems, I'll make a video on it. I'll quit using it. I'll find something different. We'll go from there. There's a lot of crap in the supplement market these days from what I can see. And so, if nothing else, I will sift through some of it and see if I can find some decent stuff along the way. And anything I find that I am impressed with, I will put a link down in the comments. As of right now, it's pretty much just the D3 vitamins and the creatine. I would say the whey protein powder probably isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't say how much soy is in it. It just says that there's soy in there. And I could be dumb, and turns out that soy is not really that big of a deal. I don't know. I'm not a fan of anything soy based that I've tried. But also finding protein seems to be kind of tough as far as finding good stuff. As soon as I do find something that's soy free, I will share it and we'll go from there. You know, there's a lot of them that advertise soy free. When I find one that actually tastes good and all of that, I'll throw it down in the comments, and then you guys will, or down in the description, you guys will have that too. Trying to think what else is going on. Keep an eye on your local grocery stores and stuff as far as foods go. One of the big things that I do know makes a major difference in your weight loss or dieting and any of that is just cutting out the crap. I used to do McDonald's for lunch almost every day because I could go there, pick up food, be back to work in 15 minutes. I could throw two McDoubles and a small fry on top of my toolbox and eat them as I was working and stay clocked in, and I'd make $20 that hour even after paying for lunch. That is great as far as time management goes. It is horrible as far as health goes. And so I am actually meal prepping now, which is weird to me. I'm not a fan of leftovers to begin with, and so now I'm making leftovers to eat the rest of the week on purpose. But I'm trying to stick to things that I know are healthy and will give me a good nutritional base to work off of. And also it's way cheaper. And if there's one place in your life that I would say you need a girl in your life, it's have her go shopping with you. Take her grocery shopping. You'll have a heart attack when you go to the cashier to check out. She'll read off those numbers and you'll hold your chest and feel like you're going to fall over. You'll be okay. And that's one of those. It doesn't have to be a girlfriend. It could literally just be a friend, your sister, your mother, somebody who is a female and understands what you're trying to find and how to get it cheaply. They're masters at shopping. Trying to think of anything else that I've run into over the last couple of days that I need to make sure and bring up. Pretty much just anything you can do to stay active is a good thing. If you can't run, or whatever the case may be, if you can't run, go for a walk. You get to the point where you feel like you're doing pretty good and you're able to walk every day, jog for 10 minutes of that. Spread it out if you have to. Eventually you keep working at it and you'll get there. It's all boils down to determination and being motivated enough by your current situation to want to change and to keep doing the positive things that'll make that change come. Other than that, I don't really have much else other than just to say thank you for everybody that's been in the comments and that's been positive through this whole thing. And I hope that you guys stick around and we can share some stories back and forth, tell each other. I'd love to hear what everybody's goals are. If you're following me to try to lose weight, jump in the comments section. Tell me how old you are, tell me how tall you are, tell me how much you weigh, and tell me what you want to weigh. Tell me what you're doing to get there, whatever you want. If you're following me for something else, drop down in the comments. Say what's up. You know, I might have great information for you. I might not. I might be able to point you in the direction of somebody who does. Or there might be somebody else that reads your comment that, you know, has great advice for you. I've seen that a couple of times already, and I'm just getting started. So, yeah, as far as that goes, I guess I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here and get ready to make the video for Hustlers University, which will be coming up shortly. I'm going to break down where I've gotten stumbled at, where I've ran into problems, and what I've learned, and a big giant step I took backwards today because I realized that I was in over my head and needed to reevaluate where I was at in there. Yeah, so stay tuned for that, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you.